So we did face a little bit of a disconnection there. That's right. But we are back right here on Facebook. What is up, everybody? This is the Mobile Friends League happening right here at First Avenue, a hybrid tournament, both online and physical. So basically what that means is that if the team wants to have that physical feel of a live tournament, they can actually come down to First Avenue. There will be a full-on event, all centered around Mobile Legends. There will be cosplayers, there will be lucky draws happening here at First Avenue. But if you can't make it to Penang, First Avenue, you can actually just compete online. So that's some of the teams. If you're at home right now, just know you don't necessarily have to come. But if you do come, there'll be a lot of interesting stuff happening right here. And right now, once again, like I was saying, in some of our early couple of years back, I was shoutcasting for a few Mobile Legends tournament. There was a team called Underrated. They are now known as Genesis X Zone. And I'm pretty much very excited to see how they have developed, because they had a very different feel and style compared to the old meta. It's been a year or two that has passed since they have won the previous tournament that I shoutcasted for. They are actually going to be using a lot of, I don't know if they're going to be adapting their meta to some of the new heroes that came in. Like I did say, some of the older heroes are still part of the meta, like Tigreal is still very much important as an early to mid-game tank, but the newer tank Glue happens to have more zoning AoE crowd control capabilities, especially with its slimy split and pass ultimate abilities that immobilizes more than one member of the enemy team. So as well as Paquito happens to be a really good fighter, a stack fighter just like Chao, but tends to be a bit more powerful if in the team composition. So if you're a Chao main, I don't mean like the food, but like if you're a Chao main in terms of you're the person that likes to use Chao the most, just be very wary if your opponent is using Paquito as well, because on a 1v1, it's going to be very hard for you to push against these very new heroes. So we can see that the teams are coming straight in. Gen X Zone is already inside there, taking position in the blue team. We're waiting for Edge to come in. This is the third round of Group D. So we have Daniel Mohaimin in the chat who's like hashtag Gene's lovers. So a lot of fans from Gen X Zone, formerly Underrated. I guess they could be properly rated, you know, considering that they are champions in their own right. They do represent the northern part of Malaysia, most likely, if I'm not mistaken. They're from Penang, so homegrown in terms of Penangites. You know, they're representing us as well. Edge is a brand new team that I haven't really encountered a lot in tournaments, but let's see how they fare up so far. Still waiting for Team Edge to come in. We got Ryuki and Tokiya. Japanese sounding names so far. Very interesting. And on the side of Gen X Zone, we have our god Ron isn't Shoei Love Matjan. Oh, I remember Matjan screaming his name so many times. And Come Again. Very interesting names. I gotta give it up for Mobile Legend players and their very creative names. Very interesting profile pics too. We can see that Edge is very much influenced by anime. And speaking about anime, I'm looking forward to tomorrow here at First Avenue, where we're at. We're live streaming right now from First Avenue. Cosplayers are going to be here, and I'm pretty excited about how this is going to be, because it's been a long while since I've seen cosplayers. We seem to have both teams in. Oh, wait, no, we're missing somebody here from Gen X Zone. Logging out and coming back in. I think one of our marshals is trying to bring them back. It's going to be a pretty interesting match. Oh, there we go. Spark coming in. That's right. Each team is able to have a substitute of at least 1 to 2 players. They're able to switch up when it is needed. So that's why if you're playing a long tournament format, it is actually very good to have a substitute. One for changing up the team comp, because especially when you're live broadcasting, maybe some of your future opponents might be familiar or knows what you're going to do, so that's why you want to have substitutes.
Your team
as well, just to
is
change things
banning.
up. So right now we're going into the banning phase. All right, our god making the first ban on behalf of Genesis X Zone. Shout out to the Gen Z lovers.
Your team is
taking
banning.
Selena out of the hero pool. Senorita,
Your
banning
team
Fanny.
is banning.
High damage and map control out from the hero pool, but you still have characters like Ling still in there as well. Not to mention a lot of the new heroes as well. But Dilla is still there, so where Ran isn't showing, making the second ban. 6 seconds on the clock.
Only love.
Sicilian.
Your team is banning.
Right. Very interesting ban there. I'm not sure it would affect the overall team comp, but I'm assuming that some of the more major heroes probably are trying to be chosen
Your
by
team is
Team
picking.
Gen XC. Lance Lot is taken out of the pool. High attack damage as well as map control as well. Valentina
Your
is chosen
team is
as the
picking.
first pick. A mage. Doesn't really tell much in terms of the team comp.
And seek your path.
Esmeralda, there we
Your
go, the
team
tank.
is picking.
Very good stack tank. Love and Matjan making the second pick. See how they counter the Senorita, Rita, and Toki team comp. Still very safe in terms of Ministar, fighter.
From my spear.
Ooh, high damage. So we got a gold, mid, and
I've been waiting for
Your
too
team
long.
is picking.
experienced laners. Definitely going to see Esmeralda possibly roam. Depends on how Tokia decides to play it.
I will protect you.
Lolita.
Your team is banning.
Strong fighter, quite tank fighter. So that's going to be a hard matchup. It's a soft counter to carry. Which means there is a high chance that could be a good counter, but depends on how it's played by coming
Your
in.
team is banning.
All right, we got the ban right there. Hayabusa taking out the assassin. Spark making the final ban. 12 seconds on the clock. Very interesting. Seeing how the composition shifts, the ban shifts the compositions of both teams. Oh, Alice.
Your team is picking.
The dwarf, one of the more higher ban heroes at the moment, along with Lancelot.
Even the strongest.
Oh,
Your
Bane.
team is picking.
Double tanks? It looks like Edge is going for a very tanky build. So my prediction is, ooh, it's gonna be a tough fight for Team X Zone right here.
Payback.
They're definitely going for a lot of high damage on their side. Not a lot of tanky heroes. They're definitely going all in terms of the damage. Trying to counter the amount of tanks, or it could be Edge is trying to counter the amount of high damage output on the side of Gene X Zone. All right, last pick by Ryuki. 20 seconds on the clock. They're definitely going to need a bit more damage output on the side of Edge. Of Edge. Sorry, Team Edge. This is the third run of Group D. What is it going to be? Oh, that's an interesting hero choice. Oh, Leomord.
Is punishment for the undead.
Not a lot of range in terms of Edge's composition, but okay, never mind. It's still doable. This is gonna be pretty interesting. This is gonna be pretty interesting. You can definitely see that Gen Z is gonna be doing a lot of damage output, so I'm gonna see how they're gonna really make use of all that damage. So we got Farsa, Carrie, Ministar, Valentina, Yishunshin on the side of Gene X Zone, going up against Lolita, Bane, Leomord, Esmeralda, and Yoyi on the side of Edge. All right. This is interesting. This is interesting. Because it could really go either way. And it depends if both teams hit their mark. I can definitely see that Gene X Zone is going to be dominating for the first 5 minutes. Mark my words. Dominating the first 5 minutes. All right, everybody loaded up, and here we go. We're looking up at Gene, our god.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Moving up the mid lane here.
Smash them. All troops deployed.
Love taking up the gold lane. Oh, it seems that a pretty weird position here on the side of the edge. Where, what is going on? Going for the magic, the blue buff. Okay, we can see the Senorita as well as Come Again and Argod having a 2v2 right here in the mid lane. Really early on, not even 1 minute on the clock within the first spawn of the creeps. Gen X Argod trying to chase down Come Again as well with the Lolita just zoning him off. Bane coming in, providing that extra support. Taking a very early, can't remember what the name of this crab-like creature here is. Scavenger? Senorita as well as Come Again. Bane really going after the buffs here. Seems that he's going to be the main damage dealer. Assuming. Esmeralda, played by Tokia, really pushing the experience lane right here on the bottom here. Matjan. Skill, sneeze! There we go. Power sneeze by the shoutcaster. I am human after all. There we go. So that's we're here in the First Avenue shoutcasting live for the mobile friendly league. And we can see here, Come Again. Right here in the, towards the gold lane. It seems like a 3v1 going up against Gen Love. I'm going to switch to the bird's eye view to see every single thing that's happening right here. It could be very much in trouble for Gen Zone. Nope. The carries managed to stay put underneath the turret right there. The protection of the turret, hiding straight into the bush. Ryuki didn't see him right there. If not, we could see some sort of a reaction. Or is that Ryuki's trying... Oh, there we go. Sparks has been taken down. 1-1, slain by Bane. What did I say? Pretty much Bane is going to be the main damage dealer here. Oh, Come Again has been taken down by Argod. Bane is in trouble, trying to run towards the mid lane. Tokia coming straight in with the Esmeralda, providing some cover. Is he going to get the Argod? Is down with 10% health. Has managed to run away. And Sparks right here, hiding straight into the bush. Matjan taking a position right here in the experience lane. Or is he going to go straight into the jungle? Early turtle. Dragon Turtle has spawned in at the 2-minute mark. And it's going to be taken by the edge. The red team. Oh, and they have it. There we go. The 200 HP shields has been popped. It's going to be very much a problem for the damage output of a Gen X zone. Played by, which is the blue team right now. So you see Come Again has already taken 200 damage, but still has full health. Oh, now it has taken 10% damage. At 80% going up against Argod. Very risky. Running away. We can see Bane here, a very tanky early game hero. Played by N ____. There we go. They're going after this Scavenger crab right there in the middle of the river. Sparks coming straight in. It's a gank against Bane. If they manage to take one. Oh, Bane has managed to live another day. Coming in with the Lolita zoning off. Crowd controlling really well. Ryoki coming in with the Leomar, providing the much needed damage towards Gen X Spark. The Gen X Spark is really trying their very best to have that dominance within the early game, but they're not really pushing through. They're still pretty much ahead economically with 10,000 gold so far. So that could work in their favor. They could get their builds a lot faster. And we can see the graph right here. It is still in favor of the blue team, which is Gen X Zone. And there we go. Come Again. It's hiding in the bush. Oh my god. Oh, what is going to happen? There we go. It's a gank right there early in the game. I'm loving this game so far. Very active, very aggressive on the side of both teams, red and blue. Just right there in the experience lane. Argod is in trouble and has been taken down by Senorita. There we go. Ron is in show, really clearing off the creeps there. And we can see the edge retreating back to their side of the map, trying to go for the blue buff. The Thunder Fenders. Leomard going back. Ryuki, back to the fountain? Yes. Back to the fountain for that much needed heal. And then coming back in straight into the gold lane. See that Senorita's got extra mobility with the boots there. Oh, just in time. Managed to get away from Argod. Played by Gen X's. There we go. Love right there in the gold lane, just clearing off the minions right there. Really good creep control. Ryuki just clearing up. Oh, there seems to be some action here. Zooming out to the bird's eye view. So we can see, oh, they're both fighting for the turtle. Now it is Team Gen X Zone getting the turtle. Oh, there we go. In trouble. Come Again. Senora trying to run away. Managed to zone up with the force field there on the side of Lolita. Come Again, playing it really well. You can see that played by Ed Bane. Really going in there, providing support up against Love. Love has managed to flicker out. Our God. We can see a lot of good dominance here played by the Edge. But underrated, I'm really rooting for them right now. Or actually, sorry, GeneX Zone. Some of my old favorites.
Red team hero has been slain.
There we go. We can see a lot of the roamers are a little too forward right now. A little bit too risky. Too much risk, and we can see the Edge just dominating and providing that map control right now. At least controlling the map by 50 to 60% within the first 6 minutes of the game. You can see our God just trying to clear off the middle here, taking too much damage by Bane. Bane being the main damage dealer. Being played more of a fighter rather than a tank. Really interesting matchup. Senorita come again. Coming in through the jungle there. Really good zone. You can see GeneX Zone really taking down that turret. Being ahead by one turret kill.
Turret has been destroyed.
There we go. GeneX really leading in terms of economy. I don't know if this one. Oh, wow. Popping the ultimate right there. Oh, my God. Sparks well played. Really well timed. Zoning out Senorita and come again. There we can see the blue buff being taken by Run. Giving some of that extra magic damage, especially it looks like they're preparing to gank Ryuki and N coming straight in, roaming Lolita popping the force field, but a little too far from the main team. Oh, Bane is in trouble right now. Majun coming in with a fighter. Oh, is he able to zone it up? Oh no, come again has managed to zone up a lot of GeneX is in trouble right now. Oh my God, 3 kills, double kills by Tokia. Ryuki coming in, going for Argod. Argod's trying to run away. He doesn't make it. Tokia taking that 3rd kill, and they're going for their 2nd Dragon Turtle.
Has slain the turtle.
In favor of the Edge. Spark is the only one left. He's trying to protect the middle there. He's in trouble. He's trying to run away. He's managed to do it. There we go. Rand is not showing. Has taken over, protecting the mid. But Leomart is dominating the gold lane here, taking down that scavenger crab and getting the extra gold, trying to catch up in terms of economics. And it seems that now the Edge is now in the lead, as you can see, from that 1 kill of a creep. Right there in the gold lane. You can see Bane trying to run away here. Oh, a fight in the middle there. Come again. Senorita going against the Majun and Argod. It's a 3v2. And Argod is taking a whole lot of damage. Majun is still in the experience lane. And he's by himself. No team coordination here. The team is split. Very intense. Roaming done by the Edge here.
Red team hero has been slain.
I don't know if this was actually intentional or unintentional. I'm definitely going to say that the Edge definitely intended for this to happen.
Has been destroyed.
They definitely went for a tankier build, but mobile at the same time. They're not afraid to go into the enemy territory, stealing a couple of creeps here, jungle creeps, taking them off tangent.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
All right, Love, very well played, taking down the gold lane turret. We can see that the Edge is trying to catch up, controlling some of the creeps here, trying to push back, making up for that loss of a turret. But Team Edge is still ahead so far with 3 kills and 3 turrets in total. Oh, we can see Bane taking off that extra damage there. 150 damage with that sword. Argod coming straight in. Bane is in trouble. Oh, they're taking him out. That's right. This could be the turning point for Genesis X Zone. There we go. This is exactly what we want to see from formerly Team Underrated. Very well played. Tokia is in trouble. Oh no! Tokia's pushing back. Ah, taken down. Maniac. Run isn't show. Going for the Elemental Lord. Edge has managed to take down 2 turtles while Team Genesis X Zone has only gotten 1. But if they got this Elemental Lord, that could even things out. We definitely want to see Team Underrated, Team Genesis X Zone really push through this 3rd round of Group D. Really clearing it up there. And we can see that N as well as come again going for the blue buff, trying to possibly go for another gank. Spark and Argod are waiting for them right there in the mid zone, as we can see that Run isn't going for that extra gold here. Dominance in terms of economics is now in favor once again towards the side of Genesis X Zone. Experience-wise, as well. And we can see here the mid lane is being dominated by the blue team. The blue team pushing it, possibly getting that tower, dominating, and it's theirs, matching up 3 towers in total, and also leading in terms of total kill. This is exactly what I was hoping to see right here in the mid game. Team underrated, unchanged, domination in the mid game. And we can see right here the Elemental Lord coming in straight in the gold lane. Love, Majan as well, holding in, being supported by Argot. Love is trying to back away because he only got 30% health, teleporting back to the fountain. Argot's coming and taking down that tower, leading now with 4 towers, leading in gold, leading in KDA so far. Very fast, 11 minutes into the match right here. This could very well be Genesis X Zone's game right now, without a doubt. The Edge did lead for a moment with the roaming and map control within the 5 to 8 minutes. But seems to be losing a little bit of steam right now. Sparks definitely has the visual. Come again, managed to spot Sparks. Sparks has been stunned. Argot coming in to back up. Is it gang? Come again is in trouble. Come again is trying to run away. Is it gonna? Oh no, Majan is trying to go in for the kill, but he's also getting ganked himself. They managed to steal the blue buff away from the Edge. Ryuki is getting hit right now. Tokia is in trouble. Senorita is stunned, as well as Ed is trying to pull away, but he's coming back in with Bane, and Bane has been taken down by Run. Isn't showing. Run isn't slow. Shoei, sorry, is coming in for the mid zone here, going into the turret. Come again, being the only survivor, manages to make back and make their way into the fountain right there. Genesis X Zone taunting the enemy team. Come again, popping the shield right there. Oh, it is pretty much Gen X Zone dominating right now. 12 minutes into the match in the mid to late game. It is theirs. It's possibly a full-on GG. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing Gen X Zone dominating right now. It's a GG. All within 2 minutes.
Victory!
2 minutes. They managed to turn the game. Very well played. Very well played on the side of Genesis X Zone. I actually genuinely thought that the Edge was going to be winning based on their heavy tank fighter build comp, as well as how they were doing a lot of the zoning and map control in the early game. But man, underrated. Now Genesis X Zone has managed to come through, showing that they're literally the champions and dominating the mid to early late game. Very well played, very well played. I almost lost hope, but hey, you know, looking at the stats, they managed to make that comeback. So we're going to be going for a break, and we will be back soon. We'll be back soon with more Mobile Legends right here at the Mobile Friendly League. See you guys.
He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered vStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using vStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.staff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about vStaff, Cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path. Whether you're artists, creators, or innovators, we're all about crossing borders and shattering limits, celebrating diversity and embracing creativity. Through our world-class facilities and superior, diverse programs, you can be who you want to be. We believe in the spirit of entrepreneurship and collaboration, growing together as a team, a community, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. With us, there is no goal out of reach, no barriers to learning. So come see the world in new, unique perspectives and develop a global mindset. Come experience UOW Malaysia KDU, one program, two global experiences. We are part of the University of Wollongong, Australia Global Network. This is UOW Malaysia KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetables to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik saya kira di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. He said, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you will be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.
Meet Roy. He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered VStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using VStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.staff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about VStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path. Whether you're artists, creators, or innovators, we're all about crossing borders and shattering limits, celebrating diversity and embracing creativity. Through our world-class facilities and superior, diverse programs, you can be who you want to be. We believe in the spirit of entrepreneurship and collaboration, growing together as a team, a community, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. With us, there is no goal out of reach, no barriers to learning. So come see the world in new, unique perspectives and develop a global mindset. Come experience UOW Malaysia KDU, one program, two global experiences. We are part of the University of Wollongong, Australia Global Network. This is UOW Malaysia KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetable to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik, saya kira, di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. He said, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you'll be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.
Meet Roy. He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered vStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using vStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.vstaff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about vStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path. Whether you're artists, creators, or innovators, we're all about crossing borders and shattering limits, celebrating diversity and embracing creativity. Through our world-class facilities and superior, diverse programs, you can be who you want to be. We believe in the spirit of entrepreneurship and collaboration, growing together as a team, a community, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. With us, there is no goal out of reach, no barriers to learning. So come see the world in new, unique perspectives and develop a global mindset. Come experience UOW Malaysia KDU, one program, two global experiences. We are part of the University of Wollongong, Australia Global Network. This is UOW Malaysia KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetable to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik saya kira di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. He said, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you will be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.
He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered VStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using VStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.vstaff.my. And Viola, problem solved. Find out more about VStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path.
He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered VStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using VStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.vstaff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about VStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path. Whether you're artists, creators, or innovators, we're all about crossing borders and shattering limits, celebrating diversity and embracing creativity. Through our world-class facilities and superior, diverse programs, you can be who you want to be. We believe in the spirit of entrepreneurship and collaboration, growing together as a team, a community, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. With us, there is no goal out of reach, no barriers to learning. So come see the world in new, unique perspectives and develop a global mindset. Come experience UOW Malaysia KDU, one program, two global experiences. We are part of the University of Wollongong, Australia Global Network. This is UOW Malaysia KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetable to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik saya kira di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. He said, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you'll be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.
Meet Roy. He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered vStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using vStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.vstaff.my. And Viola, problem solved. Find out more about vStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs. He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered vStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using vStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.vstaff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about vStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path. Whether you're artists, creators, or innovators, we're all about crossing borders and shattering limits, celebrating diversity and embracing creativity. Through our world-class facilities and superior, diverse programs, you can be who you want to be. We believe in the spirit of entrepreneurship and collaboration, growing together as a team, a community, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. With us, there is no goal out of reach, no barriers to learning. So come see the world in new, unique perspectives and develop a global mindset. Come experience UOW Malaysia KDU, one program, two global experiences. We are part of the University of Wollongong, Australia Global Network. This is UOW Malaysia KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetable to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik saya kira di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. He said, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you'll be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.
Roy.
And welcome back. We are here at the Mobile Friendly League. That's right, happening at First Avenue, a hybrid tournament. That's right, it's both digital and physical at the same time. Tomorrow we'll be having a whole bunch of cosplayers, live events happening at the First Avenue Mall right here in Penang. So if you want to check it out, just come on down. Tomorrow we'll be starting at 10:30 in the morning. And of course, we'll be having more Mobile Legends games. Right now we're waiting for the Round 4 and Group B to start. Now let's have a recap at some of the things that are happening based on my opinion, in terms of like the bans that you as a team should probably do. Like I'm looking at some of the list here, some of the more overpowered heroes. For example, Kufra and Edith are some of the tanks that you should try to go for in banning during the banning phase. Some of the fighters, as we've seen, Paquito should be banned but hasn't. They've gone for Lancelot. Lancelot is one of those assassins that is S+ tiered. Along with Hayabusa, Karina, and Amon. But in terms of fighters, aside from Paquito, Roger and Yuzong should be some of the heroes you should be banning as well. Mage equals the new V, as well as Lilia, Farsa, Lanox, Marksman as well, Beatrix, Yisanshin, Nathan, and Matilda. So those are some of the things that I'm hoping the teams are aware of in terms of some of the more OP characters as well. Tigreal, not so much, That's why we can see a lot of Tigreal players slipping through the cracks, especially in the past couple of games. Glue is also in the same category as Tigreal as well, although slightly more overpowered in comparison. So we can see that, there is a certain dynamic when it comes to team compositions, and it does affect the outcome, especially in a tournament format. However, that does not replace if you are an amazingly good player of a specific character, you can circumvent some of these tiers and actually have a good game as well. So right now, I'm looking for Round 4 Group B, which we're looking at Require A, Tempo, RAT going up against GVS. I'm waiting for the marshals to invite me into this game as well. I'm pretty excited. I do believe Amir, I don't know if you're watching, Amir, I heard you're in Team GVS. You've been watching us for quite a fair bit. We are aware that you exist. So at the same time, I'm looking forward to your game, seeing if you're able to dominate this one. So this is all in the group phase. We're trying to figure out who's going to be moving on to the single elimination round happening tomorrow. And that will be leading up all the way to the finals. The cash prize pool of 2,000 ringgit, all brought to you by Howei, DG, and of course, we're here as well, the lovely men and women at Black Box Esports Association Penang. Okay, so we got myself in the spectator mode. We're about to wait for the teams to come in. Waiting for the blue and the red team. Require and Tempo versus GVS. And it's actually quite interesting as well. A lot of the bans that I've also seen as well is like Ling and Fanny have also gotten banned. Estes, especially for the healing. It's pretty interesting. And some of the earlier game heroes like Beatrix and Val, or Vale, depending on how you look at it. Vale. So in about 40, we're going to be going into an ad for about 45 seconds, and then we're going to be coming back with a high-octane Mobile Legends game. That's right. Don't be a noob. Get the DG prepaid. Thanks for DG for helping us make this happen. All the connection right now during the tournament, including some of the marshals and me as well. Our production right here, the live streaming is actually brought to you by DG. We're on a DG connection right now. And we got the Require A Tempo, RAT, right there in the blue side. And we're waiting for GVS, who are coming in on the red side. So this is a pretty interesting matchup. I haven't seen a lot of GVS play, but I could only assume that they do have a shot against Require A Tempo. So the marshals were telling me that it's going to be a pretty interesting game between the two teams as they're equal in terms of skill and matchup. Like I said, It all depends on the ban, which is very important. So if you're new to the game, remember that the banning phase is actually very important. It takes heroes out of the hero pool. And I did mention a couple of the more overpowered heroes, but like I said, it doesn't matter if you're really good at that hero. You can always make up for it. Your positioning matters, how well you roam, how well your tank comes in and absorbs the damage to let your teams run away, how well your team ganks, especially in the mid and the final. And of course your build as well. Like for example, Vale, he's mostly only good in the early game, but if you build him just right, he's able to one-shot kill a lot of your opponents in the late game. Yeah, very respectable if you build. And that's also very dependent if your opponent had decided to take any magic protection at all. If they decided to just armor up and not have any magic protection, Vale was probably the way to go. Now, right now, we're waiting. Oh, we got all the teams right here. We're waiting for the game to start. The Marshal will be kicking it off once all the teams are ready. The teams are in the lobby, and this is part of the mobile-friendly league. Once again, I'm Mo Nazrul, aka TheMoeHawk, your shoutcaster for this. I'm willing to shout up my lungs for today and tomorrow to bring you the most electrifying Mobile Legend tournament game that you can experience right now at home. And to all the audience, feel free to chat in the live stream. Let me know what you think. What is your favorite team? Who do you think would win based on the team comp or just based on past qualifiers or tournaments that you've seen them play before? And then we can then see together who's right, who's wrong. It's more for fun than anything else. And also at the same time, tomorrow we'll be having lucky draws and cosplayers as well. So if you're into that kind of thing, let's do it. Right now we're going into the banning phase with Team RAT being the first one to start off their ban. Q choosing the first pick. Once again, let's see if they're going to be banning some of the more high power. Oh, there we go. Fanny.
Your team is
strong hero to ban, but it's more for map control. It's in a sense, it's not overpowered, but if you really know how to use Fanny and if you really master Fanny's skills.
Your team is banning.
As that's mostly for the healing ability. These are some of the top bans in today's group phase. You can see a lot of the teams are hoping
your
that
team is
doesn't have the advantage of some of these heroes as well. V is also taken out. She's one of the S+ overpowered heroes, some of the newer ones to come out in the latest patch update. So right now we're looking for Pede coming in with the second ban for Team GVS. 8 seconds on the clock, and it's counting down. Pede is going to be choosing. It's like a Russian roulette here. Roger, one of the higher...
Your team is picking.
More optimal jungle heroes. He's very good. He's in clearing off jungle creeps. You're able to get a huge head start, by at least 20% over your opponent if you really know how to use Roger in the jungle. So that's one of the smarter moves. You want to take him out of the hero pool, and Akatsu is making the first choice. And we can have a sneak peek at our 18's team comp at the moment. Beatrix happens to be one of the more S+ tier level heroes in the current meta. More for the wide range of abilities that she has to tackle both crowd control, AoE, as well as direct damage. Really comes into play when you're trying to defend the late game push.
Fighters, countrymen,
and we have the 2 picks. Cillian.
Your team is picking.
All right, we got Finex and Q. Cillian and I do believe, oh, Lancelot. Okay, so Lancelot got banned a lot in the previous games, so it's going to be really interesting to see how Alian manages to use Lancelot in this round. They managed to convince RAT to not take him off the hero pool, which is pretty smart. So we got Q coming in with Lilia.
Time to go to the RAT show.
And Esmeralda.
Your team is picking.
Esmeralda's not really a strong... Kufra will be a better choice, but Esmeralda has more mobility. So we're probably looking for a more faster build here. Lilia, more for harassment. So I'm assuming RAT is going to be doing a lot of roaming in this one. Team GVS is coming in with more of a tanky hero there. Probably trying to protect a lot of the goal, most likely the experience lane. Sleepwalkers coming in with a final ban, taking the hero. Matilda.
Your team is banning.
One of the S-class tier heroes of the current meta. Can be quite annoying, especially in the late game, once she gets her ultimate. So right now, Akatsu is choosing the final ban on the blue team side, and we're going into Pete, Sleepwalker's Q, as well as Akatsu's actual selection to finish off their team comp. Here we got Yusong,
Your team is picking.
one of the more OP heroes as well. More on the fighter side, but it does leave Cho Poquito up for grabs. We haven't seen a lot of fighters yet in terms of. Oh, Dairoth!
I do what I want.
Your team is picking.
Once upon a time, Dairoth ruled the meta exactly in 2019. He sort of tapered off a bit with a whole bunch of nerfs, especially lately since the Marksman was the class of heroes that got a huge buff. So range is the name of the game of this meta sometimes, but heavy armor, really tanky heroes can actually...
Alice
Alice!
still has a few tricks to show!
Pretty interesting as well. Small but deadly. Here we got Angela.
Your team is picking.
Okay, we can see that RAT is going for a really mobile team here. A little bit squishy, but mobile. Speed and high damage. Especially with Esmeralda being a very mobile tank as well. Sleepwalker's making the final pick. 12 seconds on the clock. Heavy decision here. Do they go for tanky or do they go for a bit... Oh,
Little
Kimmy!
baby, don't say a word. Kimmy's gonna bring you a cold iceberg.
Oh, I love that. I don't know if you guys could hear that one. Kimmy singing a little bit of a nursery rhyme towards the very end. So Sleepwalkers has decided to go for a crowd control hero. I believe Kimmy is in the A tier of the current 2022 March meta. So we got Alice, Angela, Lila, Esmeralda, Beatrix on the side of RAT, and Dairoth, Lancelot, Jawhead, Kimmy, and Sicilian, sorry, on the side of GVS. So this is going to be a very interesting match. We're going to see this matchup go in about a few seconds right here. Waiting for Phoenix to load up. He's down up to 100%.
Welcome.
And we're kicking it off right now, ladies and gents. Round 4, Group B. RAT versus GVX. And something's up with Q here. What is wrong? I'm not entirely sure. What are you doing, Q? Hanging back in the fountain? Uh-oh. Technical difficulty. Call out to the marshal for pause in the game. Oh no. Oh no. This does not look good for RAT. That's why, ladies and gents, in the tournament format, you always got to make sure that you have really good internet, or at least you got enough credit on your mobile data to be able to play some of the Mobile Legends games. Trying to get down to 16 milliseconds in terms of ping. That's the optimal level for the Mobile Legends games. So right now, they did have a little bit of a setback here with Q not connecting in, although that all the players did manage to load up the packets 100%. So if I had to guess in terms of what I'm seeing right now, in terms of both the players, the situation, as well as the team comp, I do see that GVS might have a head start in regards to this game, especially with Dairoth. If he's still, depending on Pete, if he's able to manage it, he could allow for a lot of early kills. You know, we can see them coming ahead. In terms of the overall XP and gold economy of GVS. While at the same time, if looking at this spread, I'm guessing Q was supposed to be roaming around in the jungle here. So that's what they're currently lacking at the moment. We see Esmeralda parked down in the experience lane, going up against Dairoth. She could probably take it in the first early game segment of this matchup. Dairoth does a lot of damage, but it takes a while for him to get to that point where he's a scary foe to go up against. So in the early game, I'll say in the first maybe 2 to 5 minutes, you can see Esmeralda really pushing Dairoth back. But there's a possibility that if Pete zones Dairoth right, he may be getting a couple of kills either in the jungle or taking out the shield of the experienced lane turret right there. So there's a lot of possibilities that could be happening at this moment. But if Q doesn't get his connectivity issues resolved within the next couple of minutes, it's going to be tough pickings for RAT. we'll have to see what's gonna be happening in here. Oh, right, we're back in. Whew. All right, Q, we got our eyes on you. All right, here we go. So Q's coming back in. Oh, we see an early, what is happening here? The Great Armor Hyper? Whoa, look at this rogue. He's stealing the Molten Fiend right here. The red buff. That's going to really affect the economy of RAT. They're both going for, oh no, Akatsu is going for the blue buff. Nobody has spotted really no Great Armor right here in the middle. You can see that Nikomi and Q and Akatsu are probably trying to go for an early gank right here. The Lancelot coming in. That's one of the reasons why you want to ban Lancelot. He's able to attack beyond the wall. And we can see Siski right now just holding the middle, going up against Nikomi. While Dairoth has taken an off position on the experience lane right here. You can see Esmeralda calling for help just to let the team know that there's a lot of off lane enemies right here. Nikomi and Sis also both holding the mid area here. Really holding it off. Oh, we got a first blood on the side of Team GVS. Mostly from the jungle area here. Dairoth is powering up as well. But we can see the mid lane being joined by no Great Armor, trying to get Nikomi and going for the hit, throwing Nikomi over. Nikomi's in trouble and running away. All right, we can see no Great Armor just going up across. Pete is playing Dairoth really well, doing a lot of damage to Esmeralda here, who's trying to teleport back with 50% health. You can see Dairoth just clearing the lane as much as possible. Now looking at Q and how he's managing the whole situation here. Coming into the mid, Nikomi has been taken down. 2 kills so far for GVS. We have Alian walking away along with the rest of the team, going for the Dragon Turtle over on the experience lane side. Siski joined by no Great Armor, going for the bird's eye view. Let's see what is happening. How are they going to be reacting? RAT is going to be reacting to this taking of the Dragon Turtle. Phoenix has a visual, but he is not approaching. Is he going to be... Esmeralda is coming in? Oh, I thought Esmeralda is going to be coming in to steal the Dragon Turtle. That wasn't so. Dairoth is coming in, clearing the minions right there in the experience lane. No Great Armor is giving him some extra space by pushing the Esmeralda away, who has a choice now whether to go for the enemies inside the jungles or clear off these minions here. We can see the minions are picking away at the experience lane turret right down there. And we can see a really early push by Pete, really using the Dairoth, getting hit by the turret there. Phoenix manages to dodge Nikomi. Oh, almost. Nikomi has managed to come down, getting 1 kill for RAT. Q as well as Nikomi going back to the mid lane, trying to push no Great Armor. Hyper right there, keeping him right in the middle lane towards the river zone right there. Alian moving over, shifting towards the gold lane side. Sleepwalker doing a really good job blocking off these minions here, while no Great Armor is hiding in the bush. As Sleepwalker is trying to get the extra gold right here on the gold lane with the Kibi with a high damage. Oh, Psycho managed to shoot him all the way from beyond the curved wall there. Kibi coming in, trying to make up for that loss right there. You can see Alan coming in to provide support in the gold lane, while most of our AT is just mostly focused in the mid lane. A lot of the GVS is going into gold lane and taking that kill. 4 kills over in total so far. Siski is coming in and pulled in Nikomi into a jungle gank. We can see Sleepwalker, no Grey, Siski, Alian coming in, jumping in and out with a Lancelot. Very well played. And we can see Akatsu trying to push them back by himself. I don't know. Oh, Nikomi is in trouble right now, trying to run away with only 10% health. Manages to make it with Q and Akatsu zoning the jungle, providing some cover for Nikomi to teleport back. Siko is trying to get Alian, who's down to 20%. Alian is not teleporting back well, now he's teleporting back along with Sleepwalkers, which is going to leave no Great Armor, Hyper, and Siski quite open right now at the 4 minute mark, 4 minute and 25 seconds. So this is towards the mid of the early game. At the moment, Siski is holding off the middle there. We can see Esmeralda really zoning off pretty well, clearing off the minions here. Still no damage to the experience lane turret. We can see Dairoth trying to go for a solo taking of the turtle there. Phoenix is coming in with Esmeralda. Q as well as Akatsu is moving into position. Pete is very much in trouble, being linked to the... Oh, and Alian manages to take that final hit despite almost being ganked. Nikomi is in trouble right now, trying to run away. Akatsu is going into the bush. Nikomi is taken down as well. Phoenix is almost taken down. Phoenix has been taken down by Alian. Pete is going off with 10% health, running away, healing with the regeneration, and stealing. Alian is stealing some of the creep minions over here on the side of our AT, pushing them up to 16,000 in terms of the economy. And we can see here, Team GVS is very much ahead with a lead of 2,500, and in terms of XP, that has contributed to them leading as well. Phoenix as well is trying to hold the mid here. Very hard aggression in the bottom jungle here. Q is jumping straight in, trying to run away. Pete and Siski, no gray armor, is holding it up. Very good positioning by no gray armor, keeping Phoenix at bay. Putting himself between Phoenix and the rest of the team so they could do damage to Nakomi. Nakomi is behind the turret right there with the minions coming up, being wiped out. And we can see Pete and Siski taking down that kill right now. Phoenix is no more. Nakomi is very much in trouble. No tank to support, no tank to block off any damage. And Nakomi has to be very careful at this point, playing this very squishy character. But also at the same time, no gray armor. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. He doesn't do a lot of damage. He only has a lot of absorption of damage. We can see Akatsu and the rest of Team RAT positioning themselves right here in the mid lane. No gray as well as Siski coming straight into the mid lane. It's a pretty fast fight. It's a 2v4. Very brave of these two to try to come in and dominate the mid, with Pete coming in at the last second, clearing off. We can see that the blue team RAT has already lost one tower in the mid lane here, with Seiko and Q holding the gold lane, not spotting. No, are they teleporting? I think they're more like taunting their opponents right there with the teleport. Psycho's managed to clear out the gold lane there. Hyper coming in from the back and taking Cisco taking that last shot. Sorry, Siski taking that last shot. 11 kills so far. It seems that GVS is the one dominating this game. It's going to be a pretty early finish to this game. I don't suspect this game is going to last any more than 12 minutes. This is dominating within the first 5 early game, and now it is mid-game right now. So it's going to be very hard for RET to come back from this. And I think some of the problems might be due to their connectivity issues. That could be a situation.
Blue team turret
there we go. Alien
destroyed.
took another tower down. We can see Q as well as Seiko trying to defend the mid lane here. Siski as well as Pete and the rest taunting GVS. Really showing that they're the better team at the moment. They know it. They know that they're able to dominate this one. They know that everybody's watching on this live stream. They have... Oh! Phoenix manages to run away with Esmeralda teleporting back. Seiko really defending the mid lane there. We can see Pete on this side really dominating the experienced lane, trying to push for that second tower, really clearing the lanes fast. We got the Dairoth almost at full potential here. And if we look at his build, he's almost there. So far getting full boots and 3 items so far. He's pretty much, we can see that GVS is ahead in terms of overall teams. Phoenix has been taken down, 14 kills and ahead with 27.9 thousand gold so far and 5 turrets taken down. Moving on to the bird's eye view to have a better look at what is going on. We can see that the blue team is very much in trouble. And going back down here, we can see that no gray armor is absorbing a lot of the damage here. Nakomi's trying to push them back. Siski taking a couple of pot shots at the bottom base turret. Katsu playing the Alice. And no gray and Siski just flashing. Because of course, why not? And we got Nakomi, Q, Akatsu, Psycho. Alright, the Elemental Lord has been slain. Siski. Popping a few emojis there. We can see no hyper armor. Alien. What's gonna happen? Nobody really knows at the moment. It could go either way. We can see that the blue team is pretty much bunkered in into near the fountain. We can see the middle base turret almost going down. Alien is very much in trouble, but he's managed to pull back beyond with no gray armor hyper. Really providing some much needed tank support right here. We can see that he's taking a bit more damage now that Team RAT, the blue team, is strengthening up their builds. So he's going to have to be very careful where he positions himself. He can't do some of the things that he did in the early game. And we can see here in the midsection, Nakomi, Q, as well as Akatsu are trying to hold it together. In the bottom base turret is trying to push off some of the more larger minions here. No armor is in trouble right there. The Elemental Lord is coming straight in. They're going to have to deal. It's a 6v4 at the moment right here in the bottom experience lane. Phoenix is almost taken down. Phoenix has been taken by Pete, who jumped over the turret, entered the danger zone, coming in, risking it all, and he's been shot down by Q. You can see Alien taking the risk with the Lancelot, the Elemental Lord coming straight in and doing damage to the Fountain right now. The laughing emoji has been popped off, and to GVS, it looks like going to be dominating right now. Q is the only one left at the moment to hold everybody off. Our AT is looking very bad at this moment at the 10-minute mark. You can see that no Great Hyper is still providing that support even with 10% left. Siski is providing a lot of damage from behind his teammates right there. Alien is coming in, really zoning with the Lancelot. Phoenix is back in. The RAT is back, almost full force. No Great Armor, has to be really careful right now. He's being bonded, but he's managed to let himself go, so he's going to take a better position along with Siski and Sleepwalkers. We can see that the RAT is going to have a hard time trying to deal with this multiple attacks, considering that they have no base turrets at all. Very well played by RAT. They managed to push that off, but I'm not sure how the next couple of minutes is going to be. They're in a very bad position. Sleepwalkers coming in, trying to stun some of RAT. We see the rest of the GVS team coming back in, really buffering up, stealing some creeps over here, really putting them further ahead in terms of economy of their overall team, helping out with their builds and experience. So some pretty interesting angles coming in from both GVX. Not very standard, I guess you can say. It's more on the fly. I could assume that this is more on the fly, but there is definitely some coordination. They're moving together as a team, and they're coming straight in from the experience lane to the mid lane. Psycho is trying his best to get that heal. Akatsu is the only one near the fountain protecting it. We can see a lot of the minions coming straight in. Team GVX, Phoenix is in trouble and has been taken down. Q, as well as Nikomi Psycho, as well, underneath the fountain. Hyper is really pushing far into the fountain, absorbing a lot of the damage. Alien is coming in with the Lancelot, really zoning in, doing pot shots by the Kimi, played by Sleepwalkers, to the fountain. All laughing emojis at this point in time. They know it's probably a GG. It's very close to a GG right now, and it's a total wipeout of Team RAT. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a GG. Very well played by Team GVS, dominating, like I said, not even past the 12-minute mark. Very interesting so far. A good combination of a very, I guess you could say, because our AT tried to go for a very mobile team that really did not do any favors for them. Very well played to Alien coming in with the Lancelot, which we can see why a lot of the earlier teams were banning Lancelot. And this is proof of it. The proof is in the pudding. Lancelot is very hard to counter, especially with a lot of his abilities, allowing him to zone early on and pushing the enemy team away from key strategy points. And when you have a mobile build like Team RAT, you really need to hold on to those key points. But they weren't able to do that. So hence why they just crumbled really earlier on, barely making it out of the mid game. So right now we're going to be waiting. We're actually currently waiting for the next group up match to begin and to start up as well, where some of our head marshals, especially Lester and some of the marshals here today at First Avenue, they're contacting the teams, making sure that everyone is ready and coming straight in. So let's have a little bit of an evaluation here. All is ban Lancelot, and that's all I can say. That's all I can say. You definitely want to ban Lancelot. You definitely want to take Kimi or Fanny out of the hero pool. More Fanny than Lancelot. Yushinchin probably is another chosen one that you want to take out of the pool as well. Beatrice, V as well, some of the more recent mage. But I'm definitely seeing that Lancelot definitely has to have a higher priority in terms of ban. Unless you yourself wants to use Lancelot, then you gotta sort of trick your opponent into not banning Lancelot at all. So right now we're still waiting for that match to begin. So this is all part of the Mobile Friends League, happening right here at the First Avenue, brought to you by Howei, DG, and of course the rest of us here at the Black Box Esports Association Penang. Right now we got a couple of minutes before the next match begins. We're going to be going into a 54-second ad and coming back with more high octane, more wall-to-wall action in this Mobile Legends tournament. See you in a while.
Roy. He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered VStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using VStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.vstaff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about VStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs. Meet Roy. He has a business to run and many employees to manage.
So that was a commercial from vstaff.my, a team management software. So if you're running a business somehow over on that side, watching this live stream as well, you know, or you're trying to manage a side hustle, maybe it could be best to consider vstaff.my. Special thanks to them for helping us make this Mobile Legends tournament possible. And for all you viewers, thank you so much for joining us. Feel free to chat in the live chat. I got it open right here, and I'm able to read some of the messages from all of you live, to be very frank. And also at the same time, we're still waiting for that match to begin, waiting for the cue from some of our marshals. And of course, this is a 2-day live stream broadcast event. We got our group phase happening today. Tomorrow will be a best of 3 single elimination. A bit more, I guess you can say, stressful for some of the teams, especially when you reach that level of play. You know, now it's more of trying to see which ones in the group there is going to be making it to the next level. It's quite stressful as well, but it is a best of 1. So it's high risk, high rewards. You know, you just got to win one match, and that one match has to count. So a lot of studying of heroes, studying of your opponents, figuring out how they're going to react to your specific team composition, or you can force a specific team composition once again through the banning phase, which is why I highlight the banning phase so much, because it does affect a lot of the how you are able to play, how you're able to move around with your team and actually dominate within that burst. Ignikinki says, Pete, biasa aja, Pete silver. Well, see, the thing is, that's one thing. He may be silver, but, you know, he plays Dairoth exactly how you should be playing Dairoth. Siski to mati. He always keeps dying. Yeah. But the thing is, you know, one of the things that you definitely want to do is that you want to divert a lot of damage away from your key team members, regardless of how the situation goes. You definitely want your attack damage characters to basically get to that point in the mid to late game where they can carry the team to victory. So that's why Siski as well as Hyper, they played their roles very well, absorbing a lot of the damage. You know, and that's why being a tank or tank fighter is a very underrated position. You know, most people, they like to go for the more flashier roles, but the tank is also very important as well for you to be able to get to that point where your character does a lot of damage and pulls off those crazy moves in the mid to late game. You need a good tank in the early game that's able to allow you to get there and divert the attention away from your key team members. So that's some of the things happening as well. We got oh, it looks like round 5 in Group A. All right, it looks like a matchup between one of Boskur Fake versus D Utara. Round 5, Group A. So we're waiting for the marshals to invite us right here. So Boskur, we did see them dominate in the early part of this tournament. We're seeing them again in round 5. Let's see if they're able to take it up and beat D Utara. I've never encountered D Utara, but let's see how they go up against Boskur or Boskur Fate. No, I'm not sure. I don't think they have any relation to the professional team Boskur. I don't think so. But it's kind of nice that they borrowed the name and just flat out said that. But yeah, please do feel free to share the stream if you're a fan of the Boskur Fake team, or if you're family, friends of D Utara, feel free to share right now. Let's give them a lot of support. And as much as we can, because they're going to be going up against each other. We're waiting for the marshals to set up the custom lobby. So the mode is custom draft pick for a lot of the teams. So all right, we're going to be going for a quick break, and then coming back with Boskur going up against D Utara.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetables to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik saya kira di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. He say, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you'll be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.
All right, a special thanks to the men and women at the Penang Youth Development Corporation who also helped put this tournament together. Without some of the sponsors and organizations that have supported us, this tournament would not have happened. So a very big thank you to them. And right now we're being accepted by our marshal here, Fendux, who is looking after the Boscore versus D Utara game, round 5 of Group A. So once again, special thanks to Digi, Howei, PYDC, as well as the people in the Black Box Esports Association, and also the vstaff.my as well. You know, thank you so much for helping us put this Mobile Legends tournament together and supporting the gaming community and esports within Malaysia. That's right. That's also another thing that we have to think about as well, that this is also helping some of these teams develop themselves and also move further in their esports career, maybe even taking it seriously and bringing us gold in various international championships eventually. So that's one of the key points in terms of developing yourself as a team. You know, go for a lot of tournaments, win a lot of prizes, and use that to fund your career full-time in esports, if at all possible. But if not, casual play is still good. At least there is a pathway to success to put your career in esports as well. And right now we're waiting for Boscore to check into the blue team side while waiting for D Utara to take on the red team side, and we can move on with the round 5 of Group A as well. Once again, we're going to be paying a lot of attention to the team comp as well as how it's being executed. Earlier on, a lot of people were saying that Pede was only a silver, but the thing is, if you think about it, it does mean he probably plays a lot of casual, maybe not a lot of rank, because the way he really knew how to position himself within the map, or at least his teammates were able to carry him to the point where he's able to provide that attack damage carry towards the very end. So really good ADC needs a really good early team, and it's all based on the workmanship and of your fellow teammates, their selections, and also the existing hero pool after the banning phase. So right now we got most of Team Boscore fake, not the real one, the fake Team Boscore already checking into the blue team, and we're just waiting for D Utara. The marshals are actually trying to figure out ways of getting them into the custom lobby draft pick at this moment. And we're going to be also having a quick look at the brackets quite soon. We're having our production side, Mr. Alvin, coming in and working out the brackets as we speak, so we're able to maybe assess how far the teams would have to climb up to tomorrow's main event. That's right, the main event is happening tomorrow. It's a best of 3 single elimination for the Mobile Friends League happening right here at First Avenue. A hybrid tournament. So that's, if you're not familiar with what a hybrid tournament is, it's both digital and physical at the same time. If you're here physically, you're able to enjoy some of the more awesome e-sporting related events. And right now we are going to be quite a few seconds here. We're going to be looking at the brackets and assessing where the teams are at and how many wins and losses. The group phase is actually based on points. So how much they win or lose or draw does factor into whether they make it to tomorrow's main event. Okay, right now we got my man Alvin setting up doing the final tabulations on the bracket side, and we're still waiting for D Utara. Our marshals are working hard to make sure that they're able to check in. I do believe they are trying to make sure that all their members are signed in. We're going to give them a few more minutes before it's a walkover. A walkover, if you're not familiar with the tournament format, is where a team automatically wins if their opponent does not show up in time. So right now, special thanks to everybody watching. If it wasn't for all of you and your love of Mobile Legends and your respective friends and family who are playing in the teams itself, we wouldn't be having this tournament. You know, it is a very small, tight-knit community of the Malaysian esports scene, and it is a very beautiful one because everybody supports each other and everybody hopes that we can build the esports industry in Malaysia, not just Penang, but in Malaysia overall, to what it can potentially be. And right now we're having a look at the brackets here. We can see that GVS is pretty much 4-0-0, 4 wins overall in total, with the worst generation coming in with 3 wins, 1 loss. And these are the top 5 teams so far that will be, at this point, moving on to some of the grand main event happening tomorrow there. That's pretty much in Group B, and we also have Group C as well, with Kingsmen coming in with 3 wins and 0 losses, 0 ties as well. Do we have any more advertisements at this moment? I do believe we do have an advertisement to thank the men and women and the organizations that help us put this very Mobile Legends tournament together. So let's take a quick break and a word from our sponsors. we are back. That's right. Special thanks to the men and women at the Tech Dome in Penang right there. All these organizations, all these people helped us put this Mobile Legends tournament together. And right now we are almost looking at a full team setup here. D Utara has managed to log in right now. So we're going to be watching this game. Our marshals are on standby to start. And it seems, I was told by Fendux, one of our marshals, that if Team Boss Core Fake wins this one, it's going to be a 3-team tie. And that's going to be extra matches happening today. However, if D Utara wins, then it's going to go smoothly. The bracket will be just nice. So it's all on D Utara. It's all on D Utara. All right, Fendex has given us the thumbs up. We're going to be starting the match quite soon. We're going to be kicking it off. Once again, it's going to be a very interesting...
Your team is banning.
All right, we're going straight into the banning phase. We're going to get the banning phase up right here, right now. The first one is Funi from Team Boskura Fake. Banning Lancelot.
Your team is banning.
I was conversing a lot about Lancelot in the previous game, how OP he can be, especially in the early game. It's a very smart move by Team Boskura Fake. Now it's moving over to D Utara. Reza02 with his choice of what to take out of the hero pool. Reza's got 6 seconds on the clock to make that decision, and he's decided to take Layla, one of the early marksmen, the hero that you definitely start off playing in the tutorial when you first start playing Mobile Legends. A very weird pick there. I'm not exactly sure why they wanted to take out Layla.
Only love.
Maybe they know something that I
Your
don't.
team is banning.
Lasting.
Now Mal is going for the second ban for Team D Utara. In English, that means the North. And the North always remembers. So Mal's got 10 seconds on this clock.
I didn't cure
Taking out Valentina.
Your team is picking.
First selection, giving us a clue. Oh, right.
Your
Selena.
team is picking.
Selena in the mid lane, and we got 2 picks for Cher, Troy, as well as Jamal. 17 seconds on the clock for both of these. How they're going to react to Wazi's Selena. To counteract maybe the mid lane there. Alice? We haven't seen a lot of good Alice play here, but maybe D Utara can show us exactly how it's done.
Let's go out and relax.
Akai.
Your team is picking.
A very good hero to have either roaming or in the experienced lane. One of the 2nd or 3rd generation of tanks to come up. A little bit influenced by Kung Fu Panda, I'm sure. But a very good tank, good for crowd control. Especially when he spins that bamboo around. And we got possibly Roger here. One of the most optimal, best jungle heroes in all of Mobile Legends.
I see lots of
There we go. We're going for possibly a speed up in
Your team is picking.
And we got Gushin. How is Gemma going to be counteracting this pick? Esmeralda? Let's see. I'm not sure if Faramis is a good idea, but he does have the resurrection ability that can be quite annoying. Oh,
Your
Kagura!
team is banning.
Alright. Kagura maybe Team Comp could counteract the Selena.
The
Especially in the mid lane.
Your team is banning.
Esmeralda has been banned, okay, so no roaming tanks right there. Let's see, Kaiser's banning hero. Which hero is going to be taken out of the hero pool? 8 seconds left on the clock. It's like, Brody.
Your team is picking.
And we haven't seen Brody be played a lot, so I'm not sure what's the thought process there. Or maybe they just want to take a OP character out of the hero.
Tremble.
We got
Your team is
Whoa,
picking.
what is that? Phoebus. Or Phobus. PH, you know, Phobus? Phobus? One of the cooler character designs. Haven't seen him a lot in tournament play, so I'm actually pretty interested to see how Diutara uses this very specific team composition. Tigreal, one of the more reliable tanks. Or Atlas.
Your team is picking.
Wow, okay. I'm actually quite surprised with that pick. That's a pretty darn good pick. It seems that things are in favor of Boss Core Fake at the moment. Wow. Okay, that is an odd one. It could really go either way. I'm really not sure how to make of this team comp. We got Ling.
Still swords run
map
deep.
control. This, ladies and gents, is going to be a very interesting game. That's right, tell all your friends. Share this live stream. We're going to be seeing something amazing here. All right, the game is loading up. We got Gushan, Atlas, Selena, Beatrix, Roger going up against Ling, Akai, Kagura, Alice, and Phoebus. Or Phoebus. I gotta figure out how to pronounce Phoebus. You know, Phoebus? I think it's Phoebus. Very well, it could be Phoebus. Hardly ever seen, but I'm actually really curious how Phoebus goes up against. Or maybe that's why Atlas was chosen. To go up against the Phoebus. Alright, we're looking at Funi coming straight in. Alright.
Till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Now let's look at Yodo Keens coming in to the experience lane right here at the top. Mirror map. Funi going straight into the jungle, doing what junglers do best, going for that Thunder Fenrir's. Akai really holding the middle here. Wazi coming in with the Selena, I knew it. Mid lane, Kai's. Oh, Atlas and the Panda going. Uh-oh, stun. My god, Atlas is actually quite OP. Especially in there. We've got Wazi and Funi providing some backup for this gank happening in the 50-second mark. Funi, Mai going back and forth. Kaiser as well as Mal pulling back just a little bit. Wazi and Kaiser. They're still fighting at this moment. Mal is in trouble. First blood taken by the Selena, played by Wazi. And right here we can see that Ling is bouncing all over the walls, played by Cher Troy. Funi as well as Kaiser in the jungles. Wazi holding up the middle here, and here in the experience lane. I gotta remember the map is flipped. We got Fariko going up against Yudo Quins. Really playing up that Phoebus. Fariko getting the boost, so it's going to be a bit more mobile at this point. Atlas coming in to provide support. Oh, and the Phoebus goes down. 2 kills so far for Team Boss Gorfei. Diutara has to pick this up. So far, if they want to maintain the balance of the bracket. Oh, Atlas has been taken down. Good gank on the side of Diutara, who's mostly focused on the experience lane here. A little bit lopsided. Mostly a lot of this happens at the gold lane area, as you get an economic boost from all the gold that you get, especially from killing the crab. You can see here Troy and Jama are trying to get the turtle here, but they've been ganked by both Funi and Wazi coming in. Oh, Troy has taken down Funi and still managed to keep on hitting that dragon turtle right here in the river. We see Fariko. Oh, Troy has taken down the last hit there for the dragon turtle. Fariko is still maintaining up here in the experience lane, while in the gold lane, you can see that there is a battle going on within Zcos and Reza. The Alice going up against, what is he? What was he playing? For a moment, I kind of forgot. Was it a Kimi? No, it's not a Kimi. Beatrice. There we go. Oh, coming straight in, jumping in straight under the tournament. The turret.
Has been slain.
What a nice jump into the bottom turret right there. Kaiser coming in, hiding the bush. Mal and Cher trying to get that crab, who spazzed out just a little bit. And we can see Phoebus just slowly walking around. A very Greek mythology-based hero. You can see Wazi and Kaiser here with 2v1. While at the same time, has it the turret been no, there was basically an alert saying that the gold lane turret is about to be taken down. We can see here Kaiser and joining up together right here. Kaiser is meshed with his
hero has been slain.
His fellow teammate here. It's a 3-3 so far. Both teams seems to be pretty matched up, but the red team is ahead with 9,963 gold so far. Mal and Troy, Jima, Kaiser popped up. Oh, has been taken down, adding another kill score towards the red team. And you can see Foodie here trying to get the Molten Fiend, trying to get that red buff, while at the same time a gank is happening to Zykos, who's in trouble right now with the Selena. Oh, and has been taken down by Troy. We can see Uma as well as Cher and Reza just holding it up right here in the gold lane, while in the experience lane Fariko is still trying to go up against Phoebus, but most of the action is happening down here in the bottom lane here. Oh, Wasi is coming in behind enemy lines. Mal is hidden in the bush. He's spotted by Kaiser. Kaiser is also being meshed together with with Boss Kaiser. Oh, they're both Kaiser. Interesting. The panda up against a robot.
Team hero has been slain.
Oh, being provided support by Troy. Troy's helped out his teammate, and Miles managed to escape there with Wazi as well as Zikos is taking the position here around the Dragon Turtle, providing some vision. And we can see Alice is holding the middle ground here with the rest of the team coming straight in. Jima and Maul. It could be a gank in the jungle right here near the Dragon Turtle. Uh-oh. Very big trouble for the Atlas, played by Reza02. Troy as well is trying to figure out how to zone Atlas off and manages to do it successfully. You can see the whole team here on the red side just holding it right here in the river near the Dragon Turtle. Funi as well as Kaiser, Zikos positioning themselves in the jungle, trying to push, trying to see if they could get that last hit on the turtle. Do they manage to steal it? Oh, they managed. Oh no, they didn't. They didn't. The red team has managed to take the turtle. 20 HP shields for everybody, providing them a bit more room to make mistakes or for push. Alright, let's have a look at Troy right now, who's jungling with the Ling. Fariko moving, shifting, trying to fight Maul. Maul is, manages to stun him just for a little bit. Maul has decided to support Phoebus, who's just mostly staying in the gold lane here. And really pushing it. Sorry, not the gold lane, the experience lane. The map is flipped. Yeah, the map is flipped. Mirror map. We got Kaiser coming in straight in, providing support for the blue team. Oh, shut down! Godlike. And a double kill. Back to back. All in the past few seconds. 2 has gone down. Bosco is not looking good at this point. Diotara is really dominating at this point. Has managed to position themselves economically ahead. And we can see right here in the middle. Uh-oh, both teams are really going at it. With the red team, Diotara slightly off position, really pushing it, roaming really well. Kaiser trying to zone them off as much as possible with the bush, trying to play around with the auto attack, which is something that you want to do with the bush. Going in and out actually messes around with the auto attack when you have people spamming on the button. So that's one of the things that you can do to sort of play mind games with the opponent. We got Maul and Reza right here in the mid holding it up, with Maul trying to teleport back. He only has about less than 50% health, which is a pretty good move on his part, healing up and then coming back into the mid lane here. You can see Kaiser and Wazi just hanging out right here in the jungle. Nobody's going for the final Thunder Farrier. Wow, Phobius just maintaining really coolly. Not even breaking sweat. Oh, Ling coming in, trying to go for this Zika. No one has seen the Ling. And here we go. A gank straight under the turret. Oh, there we go. Legendary. 15 kills so far for Diotara. This could very well be the first loss for Boss Core Fake.
Blue team base turret has been destroyed.
Alright, the blue team base turret has been taken down. It's very bad for sorry, not Diotara. It's good for Diotara, but bad for Team Boss Core. Alright, so we can see them right there in the jungle, just trying to fight it off. Kaiser has taken a whole bunch of damage. He's down to 20%. And we can see that Diotara is just dominating the jungle here. And moving towards the mid lane, we see Funi Zikos really using the AoE abilities of Beatrix right here. Maul coming in with the panda, spinning around, zone control, really crowd controlling. pushing them back. Oh, jumping into underneath the turret.
Red team hero has been slain.
Oh, the red team hero has been slain. It looks like Bosco is pushing back right here at the minute mark. Could they be making a comeback right here in the mid game? Reza as well as Jima laying right here in the river area, just hanging out over the wall, keeping a good bird's eye view. Let's see where he goes. Oh, he's jumping back in. Okay. He's looking for the open position. Oh, he's took a little bit of a risk there. Not really much of a payoff, but it does seem that DeUtara is so ahead that they're able to make those risky moves. And if they fail, it doesn't really affect them much because they're still ahead. Right now they're going for the Elemental Lord, the brand new skin, the remake of the Lord of the River. There we go. It doesn't look very good for Team Boscore. Fake. The Elemental Lord is being taken right now in favor of DeUtara. Mal as well as Jima. Wazi's trying to position. Oh, there we go. Wazi, Kaiser, trying to defend the mid lane there. We see a push from the red team just coming in straight to the middle. They may be able to get this turret. They're leaving only the base turret left for Team Boscore Fake.
Hero has been slain.
Oh, another tier has been slain on the side of the red team, but that doesn't phase them so far. Zoom down to the ground level and see what they do in terms of the Lord.
Has been destroyed.
Legendary.
Wow, Phoebus is just maintaining his lane right there, but we can see Mal and Reza just coming in, trying to support the Elemental Lord who's coming in the gold lane. Once again, I really have to remember that the map is flipped, so the gold lane is on the bottom with the experience lane right at the top. Reza as well as Yudo Quid is pushing it right there. Jima trying to run and join the rest of the team with that Kagura. You can see the Elemental Lord going to the bird's eye view. Let's see how both teams are trying to fight this exact map. Oh, it doesn't look very good for Boscore. They're really getting hammered right now. And the fountain, they're trying their best to defend the fountain by clearing both the minions. But we can see that Phoebus is actually playing a dominant role in this phase, jumping right in, messing up the auto attack for Boscore Fake. And we can see the minions coming straight in the middle here. The super minions, the super creeps. We can see Reza02 trying to fight off Alice, going up against Funi. Yodo quits, coming in. Reza02. Oh, see a lot of crack control here. A lot of AoEs. Kaiser has been stunned. He's trying to run away here. He's down to 20% health. He's going to be taken down if he doesn't run away. And he has been double killed by Troy. And it's a GG in favor of DeUtara. It looks like DeUtara has managed to maintain the balance of the brackets, as it should be. Woo! Very interesting game. I really thought that Team Boscore Fake would have been able to push that one, but it does seem that they're still in the running because Team Boscore has managed to win 4 games. This is pretty much their first loss, and DeUtara came in with a vengeance and managed to dethrone them. So it's not a full-on winning streak, but it does help us organizers balance the brackets just a little bit. You know, we do want teams to win, but also at the same time, we also are thinking okay, if Bosco wins this one, it kind of throws things off balance. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna be coming back at 3:30. We'll be taking a break. We're gonna be giving the teams as well as the marshals a break once again. We'll be back at 3:30. I'm Mo Nazrul, TheMoeHawk. See you real soon.
Roy. He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered VStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using VStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.staff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about vStaff, Cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path. Whether you're artists, creators, or innovators, we're all about crossing borders and shattering limits, celebrating diversity and embracing creativity. Through our world-class facilities and superior, diverse programs, you can be who you want to be. We believe in the spirit of entrepreneurship and collaboration, growing together as a team, a community, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. With us, there is no goal out of reach, no barriers to learning. So come see the world in new, unique perspectives and develop a global mindset. Come experience UOW Malaysia KDU, one program, two global experiences. We are part of the University of Wollongong, Australia Global Network. This is UOW Malaysia KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetable to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik, saya kira, di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. Say, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you will be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.
Meet Roy. He has a business to run and many employees to manage. Every month, he needs to calculate payroll, check attendance, approve leave, manually. He's spending too much time on HR and not his business. That's when he discovered VStaff, a cloud HR solution. By using VStaff, it helped him to run payrolls at a click of a button, approve leave from anywhere, and allow his employees to clock in and out without any hassle. Now Roy can focus less on paperwork and more on growing his business. Just Google www.staff.my and Viola, problem solved. Find out more about VStaff, cloud HR solution today. For all your HR needs.
You may never know what the future holds, nor the challenges that lie ahead in an ever-changing, dynamic world. But at UOW Malaysia KDU, we know you can be prepared. Here, you get to experience a truly global education where you can thrive, inspire, and become the trailblazers of tomorrow. From computing wizards and games maestros to business leaders and masters of gastronomy, you determine your own rules and make your own path. Whether you're artists, creators, or innovators, we're all about crossing borders and shattering limits, celebrating diversity and embracing creativity. Through our world-class facilities and superior, diverse programs, you can be who you want to be. We believe in the spirit of entrepreneurship and collaboration, growing together as a team, a community, to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. With us, there is no goal out of reach, no barriers to learning. So come see the world in new, unique perspectives and develop a global mindset. Come experience UOW Malaysia KDU, one program, two global experiences. We are part of the University of Wollongong, Australia Global Network. This is UOW Malaysia KDU.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021 Grand Final.
We want to bring you a superb professional supervisor to tend to your home service needs.
During the early stage, we will actually be offering unique products and also give them a good brand impression.
What we do is basically help vegetable to grow better, faster, more eco-friendly ways to help in the sustainability ways.
We introduce entrepreneurship, which is not just a concept, but an inclusive approach that harness the energy and innovation of our youth.
We will do our best to ensure everyone in Penang has equal opportunities to grow while having our respective role in making Vision Penang 2030 a reality in 10 years.
Kita selalu dengar negeri Pulau Pinang tak ada apa-apa sumber semula jadi. Tetapi kita dapat mengatasi kekurangan ini dengan sumber manusia yang kita ada di negeri Pulau Pinang. Pakat-pakat ini, negeri Pulau Pinang telah menjadi sebuah negeri yang mencapai pembangunan sosio-ekonomi yang baik saya kira di kalangan negeri-negeri Malaysia ini.
My father always tell me one thing. He said, you want to do business, you have to shoulder how much you can carry.
These digital talents are highly demanded globally. If you can sustain, manage it, you will be successful. So you need to fail to be successful.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, for the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge 2021, to the winners.